Hi, joining me for this edition of Eye on the Arts is Robert Serco, Professor of Art at Valparaiso University. And Bob, you have co-curated, welcome first of all.
Thank you.
You have co-curated a very interesting exhibit called Inner Visions, Sacred Plants, Art, and Spirituality.
Yes, I have.
So please tell us about it.
This show began actually about 3 years ago, in a way, because I was tooling the internet one night and discovered the work of this gentleman named Pablo Amaringo, and was really blown away, really fascinated by the work. A world of these marvelous celestial places filled with entities of all sorts, creatures and snakes and dolphins and horses, and it was just in a formal quality that, unlike any I had ever seen, an incredibly rich color palette, very vivid colors, and of course with work that I do, I was immediately drawn to it. Discovered that there was a book written by a gentleman named Luis Eduardo Luna, so I reached out to the author, sent him an email, and 2 months went by, and finally got a response back for him. And so this began the conversation about having an exhibit at Valpo. I had asked if Amaringo's work had ever been exhibited in this country, and he said only one time. So that started things rolling, and from there he suggested that we have other artists involved too that paint with this sort of similar notion in mind. The work is related to this thing called ayahuasca. Some folks might be more familiar with it, but I wasn't, and I found it rather fascinating. And what's fascinating in particular about Amaringo is that he in fact was a shaman, and when Luna met him, Luna persuaded him to actually create paintings about these visions. And in 1991 produced a book about these visions, 49 of which appeared in it. And this introduced the world to by and large, to the world of ayahuasca.
Well, we don't have much time, but you do have, the exhibit is up through April
5th.
Okay, that's great. And you have an all-day seminar on it.
Yes, we have an all-day seminar that's going to feature 4 different speakers. Rebecca Stone, the author of The Jaguar Within, Rick Harlow, one of the artists that exhibits there, Dennis McKenna, world-renowned ethnobotanical researcher, and Richard Williams, who's a psychiatrist that's dealing...
So people can learn a lot more about it.
Indeed.
That's great.
And I would encourage everybody to come.
Thank you.
March 25th. Thank you.
Thank you for being here to tell us about it, and thank you for watching. We'll be back again next week with another edition of Eye on the Arts. Eye on the Arts is made possible in part by South Shore Arts, the Indiana Arts Commission, and the National Endowment for the Arts, a federal agency.